Hello.
Hello, isn't it interesting? Waiting for that quietly since I've tried something new.
I like the timer.
Guess where that is? It comes from within BeLive itself. I've just got to actually stop the video on that one. There we go. Silly me. Um, uh,
Perfect.
One of the latest that is in the BeLive studio too.
Oh,
So it
nice.
showed up this morning. So I found that very interesting as I was trying it out this morning and thinking, oops, that's right. The timers that I have been using, the countdowns, have had music with them because they're a YouTube video. This
Ah,
one isn't, so it didn't have music. So,
that's okay. Stillness is nice sometimes.
mhm. Yeah, very interesting, isn't it? So
Definitely.
how are you going?
God, crazy week. Is it Friday?
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a full-on week, but besides that, not doing too bad, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm going fine now. I've lined up my happy plan or whatever thing that's called. I could see it wasn't there. No, I had my owl and my happy plant showing.
Beautiful. I've got some new lighting happening behind me, so I thought I'd
Yeah.
try that out and see how it looks at the moment.
Well,
So,
it actually almost looks like you've got a halo.
is that
Burning
why I was
light.
trying to put it up there?
It actually almost looks like there's teddy bear ears on the top
It kind of
and
does a
little
bit,
angel
doesn't it?
wings at the side.
Let me see if I can go up a bit. That puts me a bit too high now, but that's my
Bit
beautiful plant
harder,
a friend gave me. So,
isn't it? It almost matches mine, but yours has got a bit more shape to it. I saw them somewhere.
yeah, yeah. I do have my happy plant over in that corner as well.
Yeah, because last time, hang
Needs
on,
a bit of
let's see if
love.
we can do it again. I'll pop out and come
Oh,
back in. See if we can match. Yes, almost.
yeah. Have a look at the way the leaves, they are, must be the same size because the leaves all fall
Yeah, they
into
really
place.
are. Yeah, the only thing that's different a bit is probably the pots.
The pot, yeah. I must replant mine because mine's probably
That's rather
well
cute.
overgrown.
Oh, that's why I did repot mine because it was actually, if I shifted it again, no, wrong way. If I shift it again, you can see it's actually it was in that same size pot, a little rectangle.
Yeah.
But anyway, what we're doing is here on mytimetv.live, and we've got Kerry
Hey,
popping in.
Kerry.
Hello, how are you? And we've got Rachel popping in as well.
Hey, Rachel.
That's it so far.
Yeah.
I can see now what I have done for those of you who are out there somewhere. I have managed to cross post correctly, I hope, to, and I just noticed my glasses were crooked, to the Amnesty Psychic Medium page, Boundy page, Hypnosis Plus with Ros page. What's the other one that's the Be Live one?
Be live at 5. No, be live.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It's one of the Be Live ones.
Yeah.
You can see us there and you want your comments shown up like this. Hi, Dana.
Hey, hun.
And to put it on the screen and whatever, you do need to go over to the mytimetv.live page event thing. That's the one part that I forgot to actually do, was put the link into the event description thingy because I forgot.
It's the end of the week. It's Friday.
It is. It's Friday. It's
Yeah,
Friday. And it's been a warm day and we've done
it
lots
has.
of those, really.
I managed to turn my computer off for an hour and get out. I went for a drive and then sat in the car and waited for my daughter to finish her work. I just thought I needed to be in the sunshine. I needed the fresh air.
That's
So it
good,
was great.
yeah, because that's what I did too.
Yeah.
I had the computer off for a little while in the middle of the day. Um, oh, that's wonderful. Thank you,
Hey,
Rochelle.
Rashina.
Yes, and that's the other thing I forgot to have on the screen. See, we normally I'd have this, let your friends know that we're live so that you can do that thing that has that word that starts with S and ends with D. I have no idea. Are
Or,
we not supposed to say that or what? I think we aren't.
no, I don't think we're meant to.
It's one of
But
the weird things of what Facebook does and their rules and stuff.
yeah, we can say invite your friends and family to join in.
Yeah. Let's do that. I know I've done it once. Besides the cross posting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. So, what sort of week have you had?
Oh, it's crazy. It just, I don't know, it just seems to be one thing following the other. I think the energy is really heightened at the moment. So it has been quite enhanced, full on like energy sort of thing. So I think it's really important that we remember to just take a step back and take a deep breath and realign ourselves. So otherwise, we're just going to keep getting swamped, I think, at the moment. This energy will change soon, though.
Yeah, I'd agree. And we've got Sarah who's joined us as well.
Hey, Sarah.
I know there were probably a few from my live stream this morning that were maybe going to pop in. Sarah would have been one of them.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, I can see that one. Yes.
Yeah.
It is the full moon energy. We're starting on the waning now.
Bring it on. Let's get past it, I say.
Well, they do call it lunatic for a reason.
Exactly.
And I was going to put my crystals out last night, and it's one of those things I just forgot to do again. Another one of those forgetfulnesses thingies, and I still haven't actually unpacked all of them. So I suppose that's part of the why, maybe, because I haven't got them all sorted and set up where I want them to be. The only one I've got, I'm going to bring it up because you had my full face there.
Coming in for a hug, Roz. Energetic hug.
It's that one. I mean, that's the one that I absolutely love. It's a beautiful little sphere.
Yeah.
Crystal sphere. And I love the different I love the different angles of it. Here's me. I was looking at it down there. But isn't it just beautiful? So that's the one that I do have that's close enough that I can show you my nostrils and try to get it. Sorry.
Actually, I'm just trying to work out what this one looks like on the back here over my shoulder, because it actually is a piece of selenite, but because where the gentleman I bought it from had it stored was quite dusty, it has sort of gone a browner colour because it's absorbed that colour, even though I've washed it. I've put it up on a book end type thing today, and I'm just trying to work out what that shape looks like on that angle.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I know at the current moment I'm monitoring what ends up in the toilet. So anyway.
Oh, okay.
That's I said it quietly. Just so
we won't tell everyone that one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It didn't look like that when I put it that way, but when the camera, that reverse side,
the lighting that you've put on it. So good to see the Friday Follies on this full moon. Oh, Friday Follies. Maybe we should call it that.
That's a good idea.
I hadn't thought of that. Beautiful crystals. Oh, they are. Look, crystals, their energy, it really is so warming to be able to really feel into them, actually, because it was quite a few years ago that I started using crystals myself. Haven't been as often now as what it was back then, because it's always that excitement of something new when you're discovering new tools and things that you can do and use and all that stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I must go to one of my wholesalers and get a really nice big chunk of red rose quartz to put in one of the holes behind me.
Oh, yeah. You've actually got very nice shelves, and I was just thinking as I was doing that, that's why I've got this out. I thought I better dig into I'm doing all the wrong things for live streaming tonight. I really am. You're not meant to go digging around in drawers or taking your attention off the camera or etc. But
well, hey, if it's like me, I just promised to cook my husband tea, not realising the time, and went, oh my God, we've got 7 minutes until we're going to be live.
Well, he's cooking his own tea then.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, honey, I love you, but you've got to defend for yourself now. The child ate early, so she's fine. So now it's just me.
Yeah. Because you reminded me, just saying about new toys and tools and stuff like the Healy, having fun, like using that every day. I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is, isn't it?
I enjoyed what you've done for me the last couple of days, the distant healing.
Yeah,
So it's
and
been
that's the thing. It really is good for that. And I think I put away the manuals because I've read them now, so I don't need to refer to them because everything's
perfect.
actually, pretty much easy to use on that thing. And it just does. You just get that vibration happening, and it's really good knowing that the feedback that you've given as far as uh, you're feeling that
Mm.
vibration happening. And I mean, I can see it on the actual that goes with it. But even for what I do myself, like with the electrody band things that have the plugins and everything, it really gives that nice little tingle.
Yeah, oh, it does. I hadn't even realized that you had started it the other night, and then all of a sudden I'm getting all these massive tingles, and you send me a message, go, okay, it's running its program, and I'm like, oh my God, I can feel that right through my body. And we're what, hour away from each other?
Yeah, yeah,
Hour drive?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it is incredible.
Look, it just goes where it's needed. And I think too, probably because you're a little more on the more sensitive level with the
Mm.
vibrationary stuff. Someone else that I'd done it with hadn't actually felt the tingles and in the same house, and you sort of think, yeah, okay, well, you got a bit of a thick skin
Could
there.
that be the male mind?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway, I mean, we'll see over time what sort of improvement there is there. But it's just such it's nifty. I
it
mean,
is.
well, you do know me reasonably well now. I like
Well
gadgets.
and truly. Don't we all?
But it's not just because it's a gadget, it's actually an amazing tool.
And better still, that gadget vibrates.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
You hadn't thought of it in that way.
Oh, am I going red? No.
It is Friday night after hours.
Ah, dear. Yes,
Breathe, Roz.
yeah. Oh, I'm getting hot. No,
I love it.
Sarah's comment, the energy of this full moon is very intense. Actually, it is. It is very intense. And
Yeah. Yeah.
there is actually asking
Mm,
I use crystals. Absolutely. It's
definitely.
what you're actually, yeah, and Kerry's saying that too. Oh, hi, Kerry. So
Okay.
that's good. Now, I'm just wondering, Sarah, have you actually got, like, just seeing this here, this Sarah Lennon, right? As far as, because it's got the purpley icon thing, is that an avatar that you chose, or is it that you've not done the connection to My Time TV.live to give permission to have your avatar shown? Is that probably the issue? And I haven't got the link, or do you have the?
No, I don't. That's interesting.
Saw it today somewhere,
Hmm.
but do you think I can remember where that was?
Adair normally has it on hers.
Yeah.
Let me just, while we're talking, let me just sort of, excuse me not looking, I'll jump into Adair's and see if I can find the
Yeah,
link
I don't even
there.
know if it's in the Be Live studio actually. So anyway, I'll keep on with saying hellos because we've got Jen saying good to we did that one. Duh. The beautiful follies. Duh. We've got Jane saying hello. So I like that. Evening, Lacey's. Oh. So, ladies, and you have corrected yourself, which is lovely. Yes, we're ladies. Nothing at all to do with vibrators. Vibrations.
Now, I did say vibration, not vibrating, not earth.
Was that a slip?
I think so.
Now, Sarah has a question here. Might as well answer it since I've left it up for a little bit. How accurate are pendulums? Very, if they're used well. I used mine last night to see if my recently passed nanny was here with me. It said yes. When I asked about my other nanny that passed over 25 years ago, it said no, although I do feel her slightly. Look, pendulums I've found over the years have a great deal of accuracy. It takes a little bit of practice to not have them wobble, not to have your arm move or anything as you're actually holding them. But certainly they are accurate once you get get the energy from them cleared, then program them to what you're, to having the questions asked and being clear of your intentions to have the the truth told through them. So that's how I've done them over the years. Is there anything that you'd have as a suggestion with pendulums, Leanne?
Yeah, maybe just every now and then just recalibrate it, hun, so it's connecting to your energy, and just ask it to show you the yes, no, because what works for one person might not work for for another in that side of it. So, sometimes you might just need to put the question a different way as well. You can always ask it in a second way, a second sort of, a roundabout way in that sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
With mine, I've also got it with a maybe just because I can.
That's it. I've actually got like a copper pyramid that the pendulum hangs in, and then a mat underneath that I've got for sale. I don't think it's anywhere close handy to me, but you can ask the question and it will start swinging for those that sort of struggle with holding their hand still enough to do that.
Good idea. No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I probably have when you've been at shows. Have you had them?
Yeah. They usually come and go quite quickly, but because we haven't been at shows lately,
Yeah, it's been over.
it's crazy. Come on, end of November, Roz. Then we've got the big one.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do some answering to guidance and stuff afterwards too, Sarah. Did you find that link thingy somewhere or not? Just since we're
I haven't. I'm looking in Be Live. Whereabouts in Be Live do they put it?
Do that. Hi, Bribe. Sorry, I've got tongue tied. I should do what I'm supposed to be practicing. That might loosen it up. Sorry. I think
the show's going to the gutter tonight.
High vibrations too, don't they? Sue saying hello.
Hope you're well, honey.
We're not
going to keep a straight face on Friday nights, are we?
Nah. Tuesday was a much more sober experience. Not really. Anyway, what showy red jaw? That must be.
I think that's the person
trying to tag it, but it didn't tag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Showy, if you're out there, we're calling you. And I did have this highlighted before, but I didn't have time to read it. So it's lovely to see you both again. Wondering if you can tell me if my friend's pregnancy will be okay. Yeah, I'm getting a yes anyway. Thank you for all both for
I do be okay.
For all you both for us all. Yes, that was a tongue twister. What do you feel around?
You're very welcome. I get yes. I do feel yes with that side of it. So I do feel the pregnancy will be okay. I get exciting news there. So.
Sorry about sometimes interrupting you. It's not that I'm just not listening. It's time to
we get that bit of a delay at times, don't we?
Yes, we know that, don't we? And Ricky's asking
Michelle.
questions. Oh, so it's Michelle. Michelle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you know her?
Yes, I do. She is a beautiful celebrant that I've got to know through the 7 group with Jodie, sort of thing, the 7 effects, sorry. And she ran a beautiful service for my husband's grandmother's funeral.
Oh, that's lovely.
So, yeah.
That is lovely. And she's after feeling the pull of the rose quartz, which is a beautiful crystal, isn't it?
That's why I want a really, really big piece. I mean, like huge. I'm going for at least 30 centimetres round if I can.
I just want something in my pocket, thanks.
Well, you can try and put it in your pocket or your bra, but
that's why I held it. Right next to the heart, yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, dearie me. And Sue's saying hello.
Hey, honey.
And she's saying, I missed the joke. Oh, it probably wasn't.
It could have been vibrating.
Anything. Yeah.
Oh,
Because I've got a Healy and it vibrates frequencies. See, I'm going to plug it again. Oops, there, hang on.
in the middle. There we go.
Oh, is the name clear? Is the name clear? Let me go like that because it does actually. No. On there, I'm sorry, I'm so silly. I'm really sorry. Am I?
Yeah, right.
So that's a Healy. It actually is a free vibrational frequency generator, and it does wonderful things. So
You were trying to be very hard what words you said then, weren't you?
yeah, I was.
Not like the slip of the tongue before.
Oh, I was, and it really does. Yes.
I bet it runs on batteries too. Or
No,
do you charge it?
no, that one's got a charging point, so it's inbuilt. Whatever thing it
Yeah.
is that keeps it going. Good evening to you both. We'll see each other soon, if so this month. Ooh. Will
Hey,
we see?
Tanya.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Hi, Tom.
Yes. I feel yes too, honey.
I was so busy reading it. Yeah, thank you both. It's what she's telling her too, so that's good.
Yeah.
Look, it's with anything, having that positive energy about and around it too is going to create that success as well.
Oh, exactly.
Keeping
That's it. We can lean into that negative energy or we can lean back into the positive and sort of align ourselves in that side of it. When we do that, that's where we're going to create that flow of energy.
Let's see what
So you have to go back and listen to the whole conversation because I think you'd be wetting your pants with the way
well, I
it
was
came.
about to say something rude, like she kissed herself laughing, and I was saying that word. Done it now, haven't I? Hi, Barbara.
Hey,
How
gorgeous Barbara.
gorgeous.
How you doing?
Marumba Downs for new home. Where's that? Where's Marumba Downs? You might need to let us know, don't
Is
you?
that in Queensland, honey?
It sounds like a Queenslandish name, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
it does a bit.
yeah, and Tonya's saying thank you. So
You're welcome, hun. So
I've got to the end of the line with that lot.
till it shoots off again.
Yeah, and it will. So what we'll do, go back to the start of it. I was just checking my floor. I don't know why. I think I thought that Peanuts is there. You know how you sometimes feel,
The dogs.
presences, but she's not. She's outside.
Mine was a few minutes ago, but she's moved. Wasn't giving her enough attention.
Yeah, well, mine's not in here at the moment, so I don't know what energy I felt just then. Now, where do we go back to that we can answer a couple of these that I skipped over? So we've got it to Sarah. Oh, we didn't find that. Can you actually do that? And I'll see if I have got a way to find that thing, for the name stuff.
Yeah, okay. Any spirit guidance would be appreciated. Okay. Whew. All right, honey. I get the reference to you got a lot going on around you at the moment. I feel achy in my body across my shoulder blade area with your energy. So whether it's more around posture or the weight of the world on your shoulders in that sense, okay. I just feel a little bit restless with your energy. So I'm going to say the need to ground yourself. So with all this this moon energy and stuff that's going on at the moment, I do feel that is playing on you as well in that way. Okay, I've got a gentleman that comes in around you as well, and I do get the reference to the arm. So to me, I feel there was something wrong with his arm. I keep needing to rubber in that sense. Okay, so whether this is grandfather that's passed over, and I want to go dad's side of the family with that energy, I just get the reference to very much around and letting you know he's there. I do feel that he plays in your hair at times to get your attention. So when that happens, or spirit is touching, because I just feel like now I'm getting touched, so here, there, on the arm, the hair, and stuff like that. I always say, look at what's going on in your life at that time and trust what you feel, think, see, hear, and because that's basically how spirit's going to communicate with you in that sense. You also need to trust your own intuition, hun. Okay, so can I leave you with that, please? How'd you go, Roz? Did you find it?
Not yet.
I even went to a Des page. I couldn't see it there. It must be further back in the comments.
I think it's actually in Beelivers, but I'm just trying to have a look through. It's in the Beelivers private group, I think. I'll go and have a look. Next time I might have it ready and prepared to go so that it's there for those that do show up with just the avatars that need to give permission. It just makes it so much easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. Dana's just saying, yes, that place is in Queensland. Honey, use...
Yep.
Yeah, maybe sit with your intuition. How does it feel to you is a really good guide. All right. So does it feel right? Ask yourself, if you've got a pendulum, you can ask the same question. Yes, no. Is it the right move? But I feel like you're not going far from where you are. Okay.
Now, I've just come up with Michelle's. Did we do something? I know that we'd read it because I'd said something about the rose quartz.
Yeah.
Did we answer whether there was anything coming through from her?
No, we didn't.
I thought what I might do. What was that? Yeah, no?
No, we didn't answer. We were talking about the rose quartz.
Yeah. So I thought, well, I'd just pull a card, and what I've got there for is the whip.
Do you need that on hubby, honey, at the moment?
Oh, God, no, my mind, do not.
There should be an after 9 o'clock show. We're nearly there.
No.
Hopefully all the children are in bed tonight.
Oh, I would think so. Yeah, look, it's a clean sweep or something for you because with that whip is a broom too. So it's actually the birch broom as far as what the meaning is behind the card. It's the whip and the birch broom, and it is cleaning out, cleansing, shifting stuff on, and part of that, the visual that I get, it is definitely cracking the whip, but the way that the crack in the whip is in my memory as a young child was behind cattle, not anything to do with rooms. Okay. So, I mean, it really just does feel like there's something that you're needing to clean out and work on as far as doing that cleaning out. So whether it's something, within that's a belief that's old is what I'm getting, shift it off, clean it out, and start to move on from it. Are you getting anything else there?
Yeah. Han, what's going on with the book? Because I feel like there's focus on the book. So are you writing another book, or are you about to do something with the book that you already have? I just get the reference to look at the opportunities coming with that. And for some reason, I feel like I've got an overseas connection with that as well. So I want to say focus on what's coming up around that, or the planning around that. Okay.
Good. It could be cleaning out some ideas that don't work with a book too.
It's very good, a published book, a beautiful published book helping children deal with grief.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Things like, yeah.
That'd be lovely to read, because sometimes it's one of those hard things to do, is how do you pass on info about death and dying and that sort of stuff with young children. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll go with Regina's. So she wanted to know about her health, whether there's any warnings. One of the things, just a disclaimer here, as far as health or anything, we're not qualified medicos or anything like that. We just get impressions, and like, it is only a guidance, and it is, if something comes up, you still need to, when needed, go to see your regular medical professionals and practitioners, okay?
Yeah. I love the first part of the thing. I love you ladies. It's been a long week. Beautiful. Health. I'm not sensing anything, honey, in the way of urgency or anything like that. I feel like it's more about finding balance when it comes to your health in that sense as well. I do feel that you hold on to things in your energy field where when we do that and we're not letting go of that energy, we quite often find that then our body goes, I've had enough, and it starts to present the energy sort of side of it, turns it more into the physical side of it. So when I say look at what it is that you've been holding on to more so than looking at the liver. But like Ross says, if you're not sure of something or feel a little bit unease with it, don't hesitate to get it checked out.
Yes, that's exactly right. And what I pulled up as far as the cards go is, and I did pull up 3, so I'm actually going to solo that lot because then it gives the full 3.
Then I can have a drink.
You want me to mute you too so we can't hear you swallowing? Sorry.
I nearly spat it out.
You've got the older man, Rashina, and flowers and the stalks. It really feels to me like, you're saying your question's asking about health and the rest, but sometimes the health that we hold is what's the influence of what's around us in our aura and in the people that we're with. It's got a lot to do with our attitude sometimes, but what you've got there is the support and love from an older man, and it's really coming into a time of change as well. So that's that recognition of, the flowers usually are a symbol of love. So that's what I'm taking that as, and the change ahead that's coming forward for you. So I thought, well, I'd share yours as a card reading with that one, because it's what I was led to do, basically, and not really have Leanne choke on her drink.
Nearly swallowed a strawberry. I think I've got, oh no, it's raspberries tonight.
I thought you were going to say straw.
No.
What are you swallowing a straw for?
There'd be a bit of discomfort, I should say.
So thanks for asking the question, Rashina. And Jay is asking as well, evening ladies, how are we both?
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, am well. Just wondering if anything's coming through for him. Jay is a he, is it?
Yeah.
She. He.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a he. And we're looking at the photo. Okay, Jay, what would the medal or the piece of metal be to you now? I don't feel like I've got a coin. I feel like I've got a plaque or a medal. I just keep saying metal, thin metal with that side of it. So I don't know if you're constructing something lately or there is the significance to metal. I just get the reference to look at that side of it. I do feel that there's opportunities coming up around you as well, but I also feel that you need to push your boundaries a little bit at the moment. So whether you're finding that you're just feeling comfortable where you are, I get the feeling you're going to get frustrated quite quickly, and it's that need to move forward. All right. Did you get a card?
I have pulled a card out, and it's the book. When you said metal, I thought mine straight away went for the clasp on that.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was seeing it as round, like a coin type thing.
It's beautifully intricate, and it looks almost like one of those types of things that you'd see in Indiana Jones or something mystical, that the mystical lock to unlock something that really is a treasure. So I'm feeling that that's something that's coming forward for you as well, that there's going to be a treasure that you unlock, and, you can keep it secret or not. So it just feels like that sort of intrigue around it. So,
it does.
Mm-hmm. And we've got next one down would be Jen.
Gorgeous.
She's just wondering if she's got anything from her dad, please.
Would you like to take that one, Ross? I read for Jen the other day.
All right. Yep. Oh, young lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually sent. Did he have some form of a walking? Oh, sorry, I've got an itchy nose. Did he have some sort of form of a walking stick? I'm feeling like did he? There seems and feels to be a lot of the energy that's to do with a stick. And I can remember on the weekend seeing Tony, and that's the type of stick I'm talking about, a walking stick, not the infirm, but the needing, going for a decent walk, and you take a walking stick type of thing. So it feels like the strength in your dad. It's your dad you're asking about, isn't it?
Yeah. She's just saying no walking stick.
No walking stick. Did he go walking? I'm feeling that there's some strength in, I'm seeing a walking stick. So something like that. So whether it's something he used to, or it's, oh, so,
I get a beautiful smile with him, with his energy.
It feels like there's some energy in a walking. Did he walk? Anyway, like go for walks, even if it's not with a walking stick. That's the symbol I'm getting from the type of stick that it is, and not being firm, but an energy of walking. The cards that I've got here that have been pulled out is the time. Whoop, hang on. I had them in crooked. The young lady I feel is definitely would be you, because you'd be younger than your dad, like duh. I'm just feeling that there is an energy, like time itself is not really a construct that is a thing. It's something that we've actually made up to be the passing of time. It's something that we measure, and I'm just feeling that it is time. I'm still getting that stick as a message for you. So I'm taking it that it's from your dad, that he's walking a lot, or you need to be going walking more, or something like that is what I'm feeling. And it's the time that you're needing to be taking for yourself, put into that as what is I'm getting the healthy, it's just getting the circulation. It's all things that walking is really good for. And it's the time for self to contemplate, because when I go walking, it's that inner self contemplation and talk that you do that gets you through some things, because you're having that inner chat. I mean, I talk to myself anyway, but that's what I'm feeling around it. And I really am definitely seeing that walking like a stick. So
just knowing what came up the other day when I read for her, for Jen on Wednesday night, I know she's got a bit going on and needs to sort of make a decision, sort of thing. So to me, the thought that when you're talking about going for a walking, to me, I was very much drawn to a good way to clear our mind, to sort of burn some of that energy, move some of that energy in that sense.
Yeah. So it could be energy moving, but to me, that's how it's coming to me, is the symbolism, is the walking stick. Walking stick. Now I'm going to go back to Jane. Oh, see, my thingy's gone and moved. Jane, and it's done it again. So Jane, we didn't read that one before, is it? No. So hi, Jane. Planned date for a love interest next week, taking her to Windy Point. Oh,
nice.
Petra, I'm hoping it goes well. Any further guidance on time for this relationship to unfold? We're very slow. Oh, maybe the time card was. Let's see what we come up with. Hang on. I've shuffled them. What are you seeing there, Leanne?
I think it is going to go quite well. So, but I get it is time to move it up, sort of thing. So to me, it is time to put it into the next gear and move forward. Direction.
See that it's direction. So I think you're probably going in the right direction, going by that card, and calibrate where you want it to go too. It's also putting that focus in the positive sense of finding your direction in where you want to go with. Okay.
Do you know what? I've been waiting for my husband to take me to Windy Point for over 20 years now. It was one reason he was going to take me there, and I can't remember what it was, but we've never got there.
Oh, look, I haven't been to Windy Point for yonks. And probably part of that's because I really don't like, when you're driving around those hilly corners.
It's very windy.
Yeah, and you have the really deep, steep drop if you happen to miss that. Oh, no, not for me. So good luck with that too. Thanks, Jane, for asking. Now we've got Rachel, and she's asking, my daughter's eyesight and headaches aren't improving. She's 14 and I can't figure things out. She's been under doctors and hospital visit in the last 2 years with no luck. Can we please have some guidance? Thank you.
I'm actually wondering if it's migraine-like sort of headaches, honey, where it's affecting the eyesight and stuff like that. Have they done a CT scan on her head? All right. I don't know that they're going to find anything by doing it, but I just feel like I want to roll out a couple of things. But my feeling is that it's possibly around hormonal changes, but I feel like I've got a bit more of a migraine-like headache, especially when it's affecting the eyes in that sense. Okay, there's all different levels of migraines that you can get.
There is, and different reasons too. As you said about the change, because that's one that I was going around with. There's change, so are about that. So so there is a change in her body that's working through. I think some of it too is probably just growing pains, the hormonal stuff happening. So
the other thing is also look at posture, because I'm being my daughter went through headaches here not long ago where she had sort of long migraines in a sense, but she likes to sit in bed with her neck tilted and on her phone. So maybe also look at posture in that side of it, and when they're staring at the small screens, doesn't help either.
Yeah, that's a good point, because so many, it's not just the kids, because I know I have an increased tendency to that as I'm reading an iPad. But this is books. I've read books and books and books over the years, and you do tend to have it at the same angle. So what's the difference?
I think it's the light in behind the screen sort of thing, the blue light.
Yeah, so to do with the eyesight. Getcha. Persistence and positivity. And so
that's it.
And then we've got Kerry next. I'm trying to sort out my bundle of cards. Too messy.
Kerry, do you have bells around you or a wind chime? Because I keep hearing a wind chime all of a sudden. So I get the feeling that Spirit is trying to get your attention with the wind chime in that way, okay? I kind of feel like there's a little bit of anxiety for yourself as well, honey, but I want to say look at your own intuition at the same time, because I do feel that is connected in that way. All right.
I absolutely love how you've got all those little hearts lined up underneath too. And I think
the colours.
Yeah, all the colours, except in the back end of it, the white is actually black.
And if it was red, it was just about all the chakra.
So true, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, I'll put a red cup to it. Oh, with a bit of strawberry. Nothing like the raspberries stuck to the side.
Strawberries hanging on there. I want to go down your throat.
Oh, good old kombucha.
Sorry. I love the kombucha. It's wonderful stuff. Wonderful. Really nice.
I bottled, I think it was 12 bottles yesterday.
Oh, wow. You got through that much?
Well, I was running out, so I did another 6 litres nearly a week ago. So, filled the fridge again.
I'm still only doing 3 litres at a time. So, and I'm doing 2 cards for you, Tanya. Oh, there we've got an older lady. There we go. For yours, any messages? I'll just go first for that one. Did it come up? Yeah. So it's the moon and the older woman. So what I'm feeling there is since we're on the cycle of the moon that's just gone past full moon, and being able to click. Important in your life is what I'm sensing with that one. So there's certainly some things that have come out of the shadows in this last full moon for you to actually get into feeling and shifting. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from you.
Shift coming.
Whoa, what's it's scrolling up.
Yeah, it started scrolling up all of a sudden. My screen froze. I missed half the message.
I didn't even see that. Yeah. Well, moon, we've just had that full moon this morning or last night, depends which publication you look at. I've got an app that does that.
Yeah, I should get mine out.
So there you go. Have you got anything else for me?
No, I don't, but I do feel exciting times coming, honey.
Sarah, do you see anything for me spiritually in how I'm progressing?
Well, I feel like I've got anxiety with you too, honey, but I just get the reference to stay grounded, all right? So I think at the moment, just practice your meditation, your grounding, and I get the feeling the rest will keep following, like
Yep.
flowing. All right? Practice, practice, practice.
Yep. And I would have to say the same thing, but here we are. We've got the home card in this Lenormand deck, and it really is time, like, feel at home with who you are, what you are doing. Trust it, because your home really is what you make her, and feeling that comfort of how you are progressing, because you're growing your space, your home, your self-trust, self-confidence, and
Yeah.
all of that in what you're moving through spiritually. Okay.
I think that is a really important thing, Roz, for people to feel comfortable sitting in their spirituality sort of side of it, because own it, trust it and own it. You know, I know for me, it took a while for me to come out, so to speak, and say, this is what I do. But now, people ask me and it just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
So,
It certainly took me a while to actually step out and do, rather than say it.
yeah. But you also come from a background where your family was very focused on the religion side of stuff in
Yeah.
your earlier days. So I can understand it being a little bit more sort of wary of
Yeah.
in that sense. But yeah, because just some people just don't know how people are going to perceive it. And I'm the same these days. There's times people ask me, and you'll get funny looks, and that's okay. It's who I am. If it's not their thing, that's fine, totally fine as well. I don't push it on people. If they want to ask questions, I'm open to, having that conversation with them.
Yeah. And with that too, I mean, if you yourself, like, as far as people out there are feeling that pull to explore more as far as their own spirituality, to stand your ground when you do start discovering for yourself and ignore other people's opinions.
Yep.
That's one of the things that really held me back for a bit, because, in a religious sense, it was one of those things that was a
That's it.
So, yeah, that's what it was. And just, now as I move over to here, Diane, how are you? It's nice to see you here, because you must have been on one of the others, as you've mentioned. And just that friendly reminder to those who might be on those other pages, check that at the top it says mytimetv.live, and you'll see that we are live in that page, okay? So at least you made it, Fiona. Who was I talking to?
Diane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honey, what's the celebration coming up around you? I feel like I've got a celebration coming up. So to me, I do feel like it is quite big in that sense. So I don't know if there's news of a wedding or an engagement, but I kind of feel like the ring is involved in it. Okay. But I feel that we need the news, the good news. So, okay. So it feels good.
Good. And just seeing what Sarah's responded with too. Do find people are a bit taken aback when I say I'm healing spiritually instead of seeing psychologists.
Do you know what? I kind of feel like in that sense, honey, there is a time and a place for psychology, and there is a time and a place for spirituality. They are two very different things, but those lines can be very blurred at the time. And somebody could go and see a psychologist for years on end and not get anywhere. But the moment they start to align themselves in that true self of that connection, you see a difference. So if it feels right for you, it's totally right.
That's right. And, it's like anything when you're putting a toolbox together to do bits and pieces around a home. I don't know why this came up in the head, but it really is like a toolbox.
It is.
All things that we experience are part of that toolbox of how we're learning.
Yeah.
We need to be learning in our lifetime. So,
Yeah.
as far as psychology, whether it's the allopathic medical, or whether it's the holistic style of therapies, or whether it's, a psychic mediumship, or other ways of getting messages with cards or anything. There's so many different tools that we can use. Just feel guided and trust what your guidance is as to what you should be using. And none of it is wrong. It's just they're different.
Yeah. I honestly feel there is a blurred line when it comes to intuition and mental health. Okay. Don't get me wrong, there are people out there that do have mental health issues. But there are people out there that are diagnosed with mental health that I believe a lot of it is their intuition. Anxiety and depression quite often comes, and I know myself, if I'm ignoring spirit or the signs from spirit, they will get your attention one way or another. And for me, it usually is in the form of anxiety. And I've seen that in a lot of clients over the years as well.
Yeah. So true. Now I've got Harmony A, and this is another one that needed that link that I can't find.
Yeah. I love the way they're coming up in colours. Usually it's just grey.
Yeah. What's background colour tonight? No, it's this orange.
No, it's orange, so it's not connected to that.
Agree with that. No. So she's actually asking, well, I'm assuming a she. You just don't know these days, do you? So it came up future husband. Will our relationship lead to marriage? I'm getting a no myself, but
what do you know?
Yeah.
I get yes in time, but you've got some work to do first. Okay, you've both got a bit of growing before you even go down that pathway.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
So take it steadily and work at it. I haven't got the part out for yours there. And Rashina is just mentioning that she's had abnormalities were found, so a bit worried.
Try not to stress, honey. Okay? See the bigger picture being positive in that way. All right? I'm not getting anything to be majorly concerned about. Okay, it's balancing.
And Tracy has mentioned, well, ladies, I always ask about friends, but I'd love to know if my brother's around me.
I got yes with that. Was he a bit of a shit stir? Sorry. I want to say he could be straight to the point as well. So what everyone's saying, he had that sort of energy that he would stir you up in that sense, because I do feel that he does things to stir you a bit. So from the other side.
Is it easier to do it this way? No, it's
a bit glary.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So I'll just do it. See, is he a bit of a bear? I'm just not a horror one. I like polar bears. So I'm actually feeling the strength of him being around you. The polar bears, I think, to me, they feel like a very nurturing style of bear, whereas the grizzly bears, when you see them in the shows and the rest, they just seem like grizzly bears. really, stern, aggressive and everything else. But I feel the energy around a polar bear really is a more nurturing and caring and in this case strong, because it seems to me that your brother feels really strong of character and what support he was for you. And I think he's still being that for you. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go to next. Oh, yeah, that's the one where you said, Jen mentioned no walking stick.
Yeah.
Oh, so he wasn't really a walker or a hiker. He used to try and encourage us to stroll around the neighbourhood after dinner. Good for your digestion.
I'm still to have dinner, but I'm not going for a walk after.
I've had mine, and it was very nice. It was
You're a good girl. I had good intentions to have tea early.
I think you've already done one for Diane, haven't you? Mentioned that as a reminder people to be on mytimetv.live, that thing that's not the link. Just check up the top that it's mytimetv.live that you're in as a page. It was almost, how the chefs, how they do deconstructed type.
Oh, so that sounds interesting.
Instead of a pavlova being
Roz.
Why I thought of a pavlova, I have no idea, because they're too sickly sweet for me. And cream. I like cream in different ways. But anyway, we had a steak sandwich that was sort of a wrap that was sort of different. We couldn't pick it up to eat it. I had to use a knife and fork. So
nice.
It was very flavoursome, but very
beautiful.
Much that you sort of think, oh, okay. So
I like the idea of deconstructed pavlova.
Yeah, it's like, have you heard of an eaten mess?
Yeah, I reckon I have.
Have you eaten an eaten mess?
No, I don't think I have.
That's almost like a deconstructed pavlova. It is, I mean, it's depends what people put in it, but superb.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like,
all for sweets.
yeah, I liked that. It was very nice.
Jen, I'm with you. We should get together, honey, and have pavlova.
Oh, where was that? What?
Down the bottom.
Because I'm way off.
Yeah, it's right down the bottom.
Yum, yummo. Now, which type do you like best? The ones that are the soft, mushy meringue in the middle,
Matt,
or the crisp and crunchy melt in your
I
mouth?
like crisp and country. My mum, I don't think mum's actually here tonight because I think she's out with friends for tea, for Chinese, mind you. Um, here I am thinking food. But yeah, mum used to make these beautiful pavlovas when we were kids, and it was all the crunchy sort of pav and full of cream and strawberries and kiwi fruit and
Yes,
banana and chocolate and stuff like that. So,
yeah, that's the type I remember my mum
yeah.
doing. And it was the egg white mix. It was long and slow in a low oven to make it so crispy, crunchy all the way through. And it melted in the mouth. Yep, sorry, Jen, but that's what
Yeah.
I do.
I do have to get mum back into cooking pavlovas because she's very much into cream puffs these days. And I had a cooking day yesterday with my 11-year-old niece. It's her birthday today. So the nanny taught her how to cook what are they? Cream puffs. She's been trying to teach me for years, but I'm not interested.
I saw the photo and they looked superb.
I know. How was a little pose with them?
Really nice. The first and only time I've ever tried doing the choux pastry into cream puffs
Yep.
was at school. My
Yep.
best friend, even still now from school days, Bronte and I were paired up to do these cream puffs. Well, we missed a vital ingredient and they ended up like little lumpy, scrambled eggy type
Yeah.
things. They were horrible. I don't know what we missed out, but
I think it's only, is it butter, flour, and egg, and maybe a bit of milk or something? It's not,
too
like
long.
I said, mum's tried to teach me because she says one day I'm not going to be here to make them. And I'm thinking, well, they're not my favourite. Give me jelly slice or pavlova any day.
Yeah, and Jen's also described crisp on the outside, nice and fluffy in the middle, or not the fluffy in the middle, but sauce, yes.
Yeah, so
So we've got Rashina who has said thank you for our time and guidance. Yep, now I'm
you're welcome,
going back
honey.
up now rather than coming down from the top. So if you're in the middle of our list, you might miss out. That's it.
Oh, okay, honey. What happens if you were to put tenants into your house while you have it on the market, hun, and have that income coming in as in that side? Will that help you to get a loan for just a question to ask? Okay. But I do see you getting a loan and being able to move to Gladstone.
Yeah. Yes, I'm just wondering around. Yeah, just when you do that sort of thing, though, as far as because it then changes it to being an investment house as soon as you've got a tenant in it, and that can possibly change your tax situation. So,
So look at it all.
ask
Yep.
questions first, but it's a possibility. Yeah, because
That's it.
you might get caught with something you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just sort of feel there's ways and means around this, honey. So, yeah.
Oh, there always is. You just got to ask the right questions in the right
That's
place.
it. Yeah. And not on Facebook, as in people offering stuff on Facebook.
No.
We had that conversation the other day.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. And Karen's actually out. We haven't done one for Karen, have we?
No.
That's how short my memory span is, people. Hi, anything for me? It's been a hard week. Oh, a funeral from.
Well, my heart goes out to you, honey.
Yeah. I hope you're well after your op, though.
Yeah. I just feel like you're holding on to a lot of energy at the moment. Like obviously with the funeral and your operation, that's a lot going on just with one or the other in that side of it. I do feel like it is about nurturing yourself at the moment. So focusing on that side of it. I get the reference to this energy will start to settle down and pass very soon with that side of it. I feel like I'm achy in the shoulder with you. So I don't know if you've got a bit of discomfort there after your operation. But I'm just very much drawn to the shoulder at the moment. Okay.
Yes, and you're moving it.
Yeah, I just felt like I've got to move the energy
It's funny when we
to let it go.
feel some of that. Yes.
Hello. I have a dog that's come to say hello.
Yeah. And I've got Fiona here who's saying, no, we didn't do Fiona's either.
No.
Did we? Feeling very drawn to countries. Anything you can feel around me that may help my direction. Oh, that's a bit weird. I'm just feeling the energy of the Uluru, probably because I did see a post about that earlier today, and it's to do with some ceremony that's coming up soon to channel to Mother Earth and the, I can't remember what it was. What area of country are you actually feeling drawn to, Fiona? That is the question. Just wondering. Are you feeling anything for her?
I wasn't actually focusing. Sorry, I was getting attacked by a dog.
I'm just wondering if you're going to do some travelling up country.
I get mountains. Look at the mountains. So where's the mountains from you? Karen's saying yes, it's her shoulder. You can have that pain back. I'll shake it off.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Dee had asked a mortgage broker. Yeah, a reputable mortgage broker. Yeah, that's.
Don't give up because things are changing all the time. But with that other one with the country, I'm drawn to the mountains. So to me, it is a very strong connection to Mother Earth.
Yeah, and that's possibly what symbol I'm getting, but for some reason I'm interpreting it as Uluru. So, whether it's part and parcel of moving around country.
That Uluru would be also Aboriginal energy.
It could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did I go to next?
Sorry, distracted. I can still hear wind chimes.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No, you shouldn't be able to hear mine here. I can't hear them. So it's not that. Whoa.
Well, I do feel like somebody sort of keeps touching me and I'm trying to ignore it.
So, Helen, we haven't done one for Helen. So, had some unexpected health news. Will I be okay? Do I need surgery?
I do feel that you will be okay, honey, and I kind of feel like sitting on the border of surgery, so I think it's a wait and see at the moment.
I think we'll probably look at other alternatives, do some research, like as in, it's not just the allopathic that can be helpful, but certainly don't discount it. Allopathic is our regular medical scenario, the industry that is our medicine, compared to using naturopaths, homeopaths, and chiropractors and all. That's the allied and complementary, I'll put it.
Yeah,
so
it's a good way to put it.
Rather than alternative, because I think we do need to be working in together with all avenues of what is medicine holistically.
That's it.
Yeah. So look towards a bit more homework around, looking for some complementary therapies to work in with it as well.
Yeah.
And I think we've covered all of those questions that we've had.
I think so. Rachel's saying she's had a CT scan, x-rays of the neck and have come back clear. It's good to hear that it could be growing pains, posture and screen. You're very welcome, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for the feedback. Love that.
Yeah.
So cool. Okay. So it's looking like we've got to the end of the road tonight. Besides, also what I've got here, well, I think, without missing too many people, Rachel, did we do one for you? We might make that one the last one, do you think? You'd remember if we've done one or not.
Not that Rachel.
Not that Rachel. Cool.
Okay. Why do I want to go to an airport, honey, with you? Are you planning a trip or needing to fly somewhere? Okay. I get the feeling that it's around planning with that side of it. I do get the reference to there's a female energy around you, and I want to say grandmother on mum's side of the family. She's got a hand on her heart, which is my sign for love and pride for yourself as well. But I feel there's a similarity between the two of you. You both got really big hearts and would do anything for anybody. So she's just showing me the pride that comes through with that as well. Okay. I feel like there's things coming, opportunities coming, but for some reason, I want to get on a plane, I need to fly, sort of thing with that. So I don't know if it's based around work or career wise, but I just feel like the opportunities are coming. All right. So can I leave you with that?
And what I've got there, it's the card, it's parks. So that's actually, it's getting out into nature and moving out and around and about in the public. So it is time to start getting out and mixing and doing what the corona or COVID or whatever is, the restrictions that we've been under.
Yeah.
With them starting to be eased, it's certainly time for you to actually move out and into what is the public arena and nature and grounding and all that stuff again too.
Sounds good.
It does, doesn't it? So, is there anything else that you can see that I might have missed? I think.
Helen's just saying thank you, diagnosed with an aneurysm in her spleen.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
something. Just keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Sending you lots of love and healing too, honey.
Yeah, and did they need to repair? Like you're saying that maybe surgery. Look, I feel it's probably going to heal itself. Just they'll keep an eye on it, and there's other thing to do, natural blood thinning, not blood thinning, but the clotting fat, all that sort of stuff. It's there. You just need to do some homework around that. So cool. Well,
spleen, that's something you can have removed, isn't it?
Spleen, you can, but then you're on the medication for the rest of your life. Think for whatever it does in its hormone thing.
Yeah.
It's not a thing to take lightly, but it certainly can be. It's like appendix, but I think even with thyroid, it's one of those things that it does have its function, obviously, in the body, and it has stuff that we can use, as in drugs, that can be used to replace what that misses out on.
Yeah.
Like the pancreas that creates the insulin, for diabetics, we have the medications for that. It's just finding that fine line of what we can do for ourselves with our bodies and those complementary therapies to build on and support to have that balance of what is going to work for you as an individual. That's why giving advice to someone without knowing full history and all of that, it really needs to be something that you follow through for yourself with the right people and go where your intuitive senses are actually guiding you in that respect.
Yeah.
There are people who've been completely healed of cancers with absolutely no help from the allopathic system, but totally natural, doing what they need to with diet, lifestyle and all that.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work for everyone.
No. That's it. And I know I worked with a lady probably 3, 4, 5 years ago now that had cancer, and she was pretty much at the end when she reached out to me. And just through her changing her mindset, focusing on the positive, going in like with the chemo rather than it, being a negative thing, she really did last a lot longer than, I would say probably nearly 2 years longer than expected. And she managed to walk down the aisle. She managed to get to see her son go to school, which are the things that she really thought she was going to miss out on. So, time was delayed by just changing her mindset and stuff. So,
and it does take that work sometimes, and it's it's being guided by those who are qualified in their fields.
Yeah.
Done the studies and everything, and those who've done their, even for shamans or witch doctors or whatever the label you want to give anyone else, as far as they're all complimentary.
Yeah.
It's just, it really is like there are some cranks. You've got to know that there are some cranks and people that take advantage of situations when people are vulnerable, especially and definitely more so, I suppose, in the complementary or alternative, therapy. Just go with what you're trusting.
Yeah.
Even with this little healer, it's got some things it can help with, but it just can't make claims it cures things.
No,
And
that's it.
finding the right person. And this here that Helen's saying, the removal of the spleen, it's the organ that actually helps to fight infection. So it's to do with your, that one.
Immune system?
Yes, yeah.
That side of it?
Yes, with the autoimmunes and all that sort of stuff, yes.
Actually, that reminds me, I got to see the rheumatologist next week.
Just noticed, Kat, you're just a bit late. I'll just read that out. My name's Catherine. Would you please connect for me? I'm so lost. Will I find love and have another child? And then, or if you can't do fertility, just love, please.
I get yes and yes with both.
Yeah. So that's a good, quick, easy answer because it was a big question.
Yeah. Yes, and get out there and live life. Have fun to find Mr. Right.
Yes. Yeah. So, thank you for being here again on a Friday night, even though, you missed out on your tea yet and I've heard
That's all right. It's my pleasure. Anything for good with you, honey.
You're going to enjoy your tea now, aren't you?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to heat some chicken up and have a hot chicken roll.
Oh, it's wonderful. Look, one of the things I did yesterday, and I don't always cook, as you know, most people know I don't cook very well. I can cook, I don't enjoy it. And
same here.
I've learned to enjoy charcoal, okay? So,
hey, there's nothing wrong with charcoal, especially if it's got marinade on it.
And it's very cleansing of the system, I tell you.
Yeah.
You can bind up or loosen it off. It just depends. It's just I actually did do some nice cauliflower soup in my Thermomix and a lovely sourdough loaf of bread yesterday, so I can do it.
Oh, lovely. Yeah,
So
that's it.
You enjoy your tea?
I will, thank you. And you enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, look, thank you, everyone, for being part of this show. We do enjoy getting together on the Friday nights. It did change from Tuesdays purely because of whatever it was that changed in my life, and now we're doing Friday nights.
That's it.
It'll be wonderful to see you next Friday night.
Yes.
Yes, we are still going ahead next Friday night, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Good. And I'm regularly on the 8 o'clock in the mornings on same channel, mytimetv.live, just for a card spread reading that I do there. So it'd be lovely to see you in the morning at 8 o'clock Adelaide time.
Yep.
This channel and some of the other cross postings, which I'll mention tomorrow when I do them.
I won't be. I'll still be in bed in the morning. Sorry, Ross.
There you are.
Replay.
I'm a night owl, but I get up early in the morning.
Oh.
I survive on 5.5, 6 hours sleep. It's just what I've been used to from being in a dairy in my younger years. Yeah, that's what life brings, and I'm used to it.
Yeah. That's it.
See, I've got to finish with this one. I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. Yet my twin sister loves cooking. So
it's crazy, isn't it? She took it all for you.
Well, yeah, no, I don't expect to. I'd love to cook for her because she's got the hands that have gone rheumatic. Yeah, she's got the arthritis. Actually, it's scleroderma, so that's even worse. Like, we all have our things that we have in life that we need to be, I wouldn't say coping with. Look, it's just a life journey, isn't it?
Yep, balancing, finding balance.
Jen, thank you everyone for being here, and I will let you all go. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Where's the off button?
Top left-hand corner.